I don't know if y'all can hear that music or not, but it's your boy Big L coming at you. Another episode of Talking Sports with Big L. As you know, I'm going to cover my Cowboys. So, without further ado, like I said, I'm coming at y'all on my iPad today, so I can't get my background going. Looks a little raggedy, but we're going to make it work. All right, man. Cut that off. Let's get some stuff in here. Cowboys get the victory over the Rams 43-20, and it wasn't even that close. You understand what I'm saying? Cowboys straight smacked them. And of course, all your talking heads, all your Stephen A's, your Shannons, your Richard Shermans, your Keyshawn's, uh, your Joy Taylors, your Shady McClowns, all they gonna say it was just the Rams. Rams ain't no good. But that ain't what you was saying Friday. That ain't what the hell you been saying for the past 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Eagles struggle again. But it was the Commanders. I knew they was gonna choke that shit away. Just like they do. But anyway, man, let's get into this Cowboys game. Let me see if I can pull up some stats here. I'm having to bring these stats up on my phone. I usually bring my stats up on the iPad, but my other computer is tripping. I'm about to throw this motherfucker across the street. So we're gonna get into this Cowboys game, man. See if we can bring up some stats, man. Your boy Dak Prescott was in the bag today, wasn't he? I'm critical of Dak Prescott, as everybody knows, but today Dak Prescott was on that thing. He had the one interception, which was a tip pass, and I'm sure they're gonna try to throw him under the bus for that. That was not his fault. Receiver was there. Receiver was open. The lineman just made a play and got that hand up. Uh, I'm also getting some breaking news, man, that Kirk Cousins has probably suffered a torn Achilles. That's damaging right there, considering Kirk Cousins balled out Monday against San Francisco and looks like he was balling out again today. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Injuries like that happen. So let me see if I can get into this Cowboy stuff, man. Like I said, man, Cowboys balled out today. Dak Prescott was on his game. The defense shut some shit down. Deron Bland gets a pick six. They kind of banged Matt Stafford up today, knocked him around. So as we look at, I'm gonna bring up Stafford's stats first. Matthew Stafford was 13 of 22 for 162 yards, one touchdown, one pick. And then Brett Rippon, who is the nephew of Matt Rippon. I think it's Matt Rippon, who used to play with the Skins back in the day. He was 5 of 10, 42 yards. As a team, they were 18 of 32 for 204 yards, one touchdown, one pick. That's a great day by my secondary shutting stuff down. Uh, as far as rushing, we got to tighten that run game up. We got to tighten that rush defense up, man. Royce Freeman had 44 yards on 9 carries, gave him an average of 4.9. Then Darrell Henderson had 12 carries, 31 yards. Stafford had 1 for 9. As a team, they ran for 92 yards on 24 carries, so we got to tighten that up. As you know, we play Philly next week, and Philly's going to really try to run it down our throat, especially since it looks like something going on with Jalen Hurts, man. He might be banged up or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's move on to the Cowboys stats here. As like I said, Dak was doing his thing today. He was 25 of 31 for 304, 4 touchdowns, one pick. That one pick was a tip pass, which I know they're going to put it on him, but it wasn't his fault. But, that's what they did last season. Last season, Dak probably had 8 tip passes that, hit the receiver in the hand and it bounce off the chest and go into the defender's hand, but it all go to Dak. So, like I said, Dak Prescott, 25 of 31, extremely efficient, 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Cooper Rush came in. He was 2 or 3 for 3 yards. As a team, that gave us a total of 307 yards passing. As far as rushing, Tony Pollard had 12 carries, 53 yards. Dak was 4 of 9. Rico Dowdle was 5 for 18. CeeDee Lamb was 1 of 12. Cooks was 1 of 3. Cooper Rush, 3 carries, negative 3 yards. So that probably was a sack, I guess. We ran for 102 yards as a team, which is terrible, and we got to get better at that. Hopefully, I'm hoping to see King Henry come to Dallas. I know that he will change that around very quickly. Another dude that was balling today and was in his bag, CeeDee Lamb, 12 catches, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also, Brandon Cooks, 3 catches, 49 yards, and a touchdown. My man Jake Ferguson, he had a pretty decent game today at tight end, 4 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Michael Gallup had 2 catches for 20 yards. I really need to get more from Michael Gallup. Of course, if we go to Deron Bland had the 1 pick 6. We blocked a punt today, so special teams showed out. Let me see what Michael Parsons did. Michael did have 1 sack. He had another one, but they took it away from him and called it an incomplete pass, knowing damn well that was a strip sack. But yeah, man, the Cowboys did their thing today. That is a great sign coming off the bye week, coming out strong, and sending a message to the rest of the league that, y'all want to keep judging us by what happened in San Francisco, because that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to keep judging us by what happened in San Francisco. But that was one game. And like I said, they're going to look at this Rams game and they're going to be like, oh, it wasn't nobody but the Rams. But I promise you that wasn't what they were saying last week. I promise you last week they was like, oh, the Rams going to get the Cowboys. So, and then my field goal kicker kicks a 58-yard field goal, hits it right down the middle. And he probably could have hit it from 68 yards, the way it looked. But anyway, as I said, man, the Cowboys are in their bag. They do their thing. Great job by my Dallas Cowboys. As I said, the Washington Commanders had Philly on the ropes today and let them off the hook, just as they did the first time. I've said this before. I've said it all season. Philly does not look as strong as they did last year. Last year, they were strong. This year, they ain't looking strong. They're not looking as strong. And like I said, with San Francisco, they played their best game against us. Since then, nothing. Hell, Brock Purdy, they rushed Brock Purdy back out of concussion protocol. Now, Brock Purdy goes out there today and gets his head knocked off, and then he's sitting in there. Yeah, you 7-1. I don't know who that is. You won't put your name up there, but yeah, you 7-1. I give you that. 7-1 is 7-1. Can't argue with that. It is what it is. But as long as we're gonna be real, hey, you're not looking as strong as you did. If you're happy with 7-1 and not looking as strong as you did, I'm not gonna take that away from you. Next week is on. We got to get it together. It is what it is. But getting back to the 49ers. Brock Purdy, what up, Palmer? Getting back to the 49ers, man. Brock Purdy is back out there. They didn't rush him out of protocol, out of concussion protocol. So he go out there and he get his head rocked today. and he be laying on the field half asleep, just remember 49ers are the cause of that. Just remember they rushed him back. So because they don't want to lose 3 in a row with Cincy coming to town. And last I checked, Cincinnati was up 7-zip. But we shall see. Going over some other scores, man. The Browns are down 17-7 to the Seahawks. And just not too long ago, everybody was, all the talking heads like, well, the Cleveland Browns have the greatest defense in the league and this and that. That's why they beat the 49ers, kind of discrediting that loss from San Francisco, making excuses, pushing the goalposts just like that. I said they would, which is what they did. And big ups to Michael Parsons for calling their asses out. Big ups to Michael Parsons for calling their ass out on all that hypocrisy. Because they damn sure didn't do nothing but try to turn it around and twist it and shit. But anyway, getting back to the scores, man. Browns are down 17-7 in the second quarter to the Seahawks. Ravens are tied up at 7-7 with Cardinals. Chiefs are down 7-3 to the Broncos. What is going on there? I ain't worried about that. I figure Mahomes will figure that shit out and get it going. Bengals are now up 14-7 over the 49ers. I think that game's in San Francisco. Really haven't had a chance to look at that game. I'm going to start watching as soon as I'm done with this. What else we got? Bears and the Chargers are tonight. Nobody really going to watch that game. Buccaneers, that was Thursday night. They lost to the Bills 24-18. The Texans and the Panthers. Panthers finally get a win 15-13. This had to be the most boringest shit you could ever watch. I don't understand how these two teams even got TV time. And I live in North Carolina. I know this is the local game and they're going to show it. But I ain't watching that shit. I'm watching my Cowboys. And speaking of that, oh my God, we blowing their ass out. We blowing the Rams out. They're going to change games and put it on their damn Philly and Washington game. Now, well, I can't say that because we was playing San Francisco on a Sunday night, so we couldn't change game. We had to sit there and watch that ass whoop. Of course, I ain't get to see it that night, but anyway, that Fox ain't shit for that. Gonna change games because we whooping ass. We America's team. We the one everybody want to see. Ain't our fault that everybody, all the haters, saw that we was kicking ass and then all of a sudden just changed the channel, started watching the Panthers or some shit. But getting back to the Panthers, they get the first win of the season. They are now 1-6. Texans are 3-4. Same old Texans, same old Panthers. Let's move on. The Vikings get the victory 24-10 over Green Bay. Like I said, it's reported that Kirk Cousins has a torn Achilles, same injury that Aaron Rodgers has. So I'm hoping not, but we will see. They'll probably give a definite answer either later this evening or tomorrow. Patriots take the L to the Dolphins 31-17. Dolphins move to 6-2. Patriots dropped to 2-6. I think Belichick's on his last ride. He might as well go and retire. The Jets get the victory 13-10 over the Giants. That game was probably just as worse as the Panthers and the Texans, but it's the Battle of New York, so I know that game was pretty live. Jaguars get the victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers 20-10. Steelers were, I ain't gonna throw the Steelers under the bus. Steelers were quietly winning games. They were 4-2 and they ran up on a good Jaguars team. Jaguars ain't no slouch. So Jaguars are now 6-2. I think they're probably leading that division. Steelers are 4-3. Falcons, they take the L. They dropped to 4-4. Titans move to 3-4 with a 28-23 victory. Hopefully that's the last game that King Henry plays for the Tennessee Titans. Hopefully he's on his way to Dallas now, because I sure do want it. I sure do want him. And as I said, Eagles get the victory 38-31 over the Washington Commanders. Let's look at these stats here for a minute, man. Let's dig into this Washington and Philly game because Eagles fans they was quiet, they was worried like a motherfucker. But now they're gonna talk their trash. I know they're gonna talk their trash. They're gonna be just like Palmer said, we 7-1. We happy with a 7-1. We came back. Okay. You ain't always gonna come back. Just keep that in mind. Jalen Hurts was 29 of 38 for 319 and 4 touchdowns, which is a great damn day. 38 pass attempts, though, that's a little too much. They're getting away from what they do. Now, remember last year, they ran the ball. They ran the ball. Hurts would have never had to throw the ball 38 times. Okay, let's get to their rushing attack. 16 attempts, 57 yards, an average of 3.6 for DeAndre Swift. Hurts was 4 for 6. Gainwell was 2 for -4. They ran as a team. They ran for 59 yards. That ain't the Eagles from last year. Trust me, that is not that Eagle team from last year. They trying to throw the ball too much this year. That shit gonna bite them in the ass next week. I promise you that. But AJ Brown went the hell off again. 8 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, 8 catches on 8 targets. AJ Brown is probably gonna be in the running for I ain't gonna say MVP, but I will say I don't know. We probably could say MVP because AJ Brown doing his thing. He doing his thing this year. Devontae Smith 7 catches on 7 targets, 99 yards. So their top 2 receivers ain't dropping no passes. They catching shit. Dallas Goedert 4 catches on 7 targets, 36 yards. Kenneth Gainwell 5 catches on 5 targets for 30 yards. Even Julio Jones caught a pass today for 8 yards and a touchdown. So the one thing about the Philadelphia Eagle receivers is they ain't dropping no passes. They're not dropping no passes. And maybe that's why they're trying to throw the ball and get away from the running. But just keep in mind, them throwing the ball 38 times is not what they do best. But anyway, like I said, they had that's 319 yards in passing yards. Looks like Jalen Hurts lost a fumble today. Gainwell lost a fumble. They had 2 turnovers. I don't think I really need to get to Washington's stats because, like I told you, they was gonna choke that shit away, and of course they did. But anyway, I'll cover them anyway, real quick. All right, Sam Howell was 39 of 52. That right there is a problem. Your quarterback should not be throwing the fucking ball 52 times. 39 of 52 is a problem. Good thing is he had 397 yards passing against the Eagles. 397. 397 yards with basically without a run game. He had 4 touchdowns. He threw for 4 touchdowns and 1 pick. That's Sam Howell. But you can't tell me, and you're going to try to tell me Philly is the same thing from last year? At least that's what they're going to tell you in the morning. That's exactly what they're going to tell you in the morning is that Philly is the strongest team. Philly's got the best record. Yes, they do. Philly ain't the strongest team. Philly is not the strongest team. Philly has been the luckiest team. Philly has found a way to win when adversity is staring them in the face. And hey, that's what you're supposed to do. That is what you're supposed to do. Of course, you're playing the Commanders in 2 of those games that they had you beat and they choked it away, but that's what the Commanders do. So next Sunday, 4 o'clock, it is on. Cowboys, Eagles. We go up to Philly, and we're on a 2-game win streak. I think the Eagles are also on a 2-game win streak, if I'm not mistaken. So We really gonna need to go up there and set the tone on them. Uh, I don't think Philly's gonna try to get the run going. They may try, but we got to shut it down. And I think if Hurts is gonna sit back there and try to pass the ball 38 times, then Michael Parsons and company is coming. We're gonna tee off. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, has been extremely efficient this year, running the offense with the ball. As I said, CD Lamb had a great day. Um, Cooks was good. Gallup was decent. I need more from Gallup. My tight end play was good. And running the ball, we got to get much better. That's why I need King Henry coming in this week. And I need him to be ready to play Sunday. So, Jerry, get the damn deal done. But that's enough about the Eagles and the Commanders. And like I said, that's pretty much all the stats. So I want to thank y'all for your time. Like I said, I'm coming off my iPad today. I ain't got the background. For some reason, the iPad won't pick up the virtual background the way my other laptop will. So I got to get another laptop to get the full effect because this one is just out of date and it's slow and I can't get my StreamYard to load the way I need it to. So I'm going to get it taken care of. But I'm going to come to you. Whether I come to you on the iPad or the iPhone, I'm going to come to you win or lose no matter what. Now, keep this in mind, folks. As I said, those folks on the networks, y'all see that right there. That's these lights in here hot as hell. I'm in here sweating. That's my fucking sweat ring right there. Oh, I gotta go outside and smoke me a cigar. Again, keep this in mind. I'm telling you this now before it happens. And it's gonna happen. Cowboys blow out the Jets. Critics was all hyped up on the Jets before the game. After we blow them out, oh, it ain't nobody but the Jets. Jets ain't nobody. They was hyped up on the New England Patriots. We blew out the New England Patriots. Oh, the New England Patriots ain't nobody. Belichick needs to retire. That was after the fact. First game of the season, before the season started, the New York Giants are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys because Daniel Jones is this, Daniel Jones is that. He's shown improvement at this, and their coach is this and that. We smacked them 40-0. Served them a 40-piece wing dinner, flats and drums, and then served them a damn donut for dessert. And then they got the nerve to go on TV after the fact. Oh, the Giants ain't nothing but Saquon Barkley and a bag of chips. So, yes, tomorrow, make sure you watch Undisputed Lies, First Clowns, and Hypocrisy Speaks. Make sure you watch those shows because I just told you what you're going to hear tomorrow. You're going to hear them discredit the Rams like they are not a good team. Even though last week all those guys was picking against the Cowboys, all the Rams is this, Rams is that. My Cowboys didn't even play, and they just had to find something to talk about because we are ratings. We are ratings. No, you got to find something to talk about with the Dallas Cowboys because we are ratings. We are the fucking straw that stirs the drink. Always. Michael Parsons called them all out. And they constantly say, well, he's trying to say this. He's trying to say, no, he said what the hell he said. We don't mind the criticism when we lose, but keep that same damn energy when these teams you hype up, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Miami, Kansas City. These teams that look, when they lose and they go out there and have bad performances, Josh Allen. Keep that same energy. It ain't always about Dak. Dak Prescott has moved us to 5-2. He hasn't been a turnover machine, which he's never really been a turnover machine. As I said, last season, Dak had 16 interceptions. 8 of those interceptions, if you go back and you watch film, that's another thing that these people on TV don't do. They do not watch fucking film. If you go back, you watch the film, you're going to see Dak throws the ball hit the receivers in the hand, Noah Brown, and then the ball flies up off the receiver's chest into the defender's hand. They call that an interception. No, that's not the quarterback's fault. That's not the quarterback's fault, but it is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast. All right, but as I said, that's what's going to happen tomorrow. They will discredit the Rams. They ain't going to give us a lot of credit. They're really not. And make sure you listen to what I'm about to say, because this shit right here is no more true every day. No more true every day. The recipe for a debate show is to have a on the fence guy or have a pretty face in the mirror in the middle, which is more than likely going to be a female, or either a guy in the middle who is on the fence. He's neither this way or that way. He just moderates. Then you're gonna have a cowboy hater who's usually gonna be a loud black guy, Richard Sherman, Stephen A, Shannon Sharp. A loud black guy that talks bad against the Cowboys or talks bad against Michael Jordan. That's your combination right there. That's all you need for a show. But anyway, I'm out of here, man. Like I said, these lights is hot. I'm sweating through this shirt. Y'all have a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of these games. And next week, Eagles, Cowboys. It's on. I got to work next week. I won't come live after the game. Let me tell you that now for them fucking punk ass Eagle fans that think I'm running, because I ain't the motherfucker to run. I bring the smoke and the fire, win or lose. So y'all kiss my motherfucking ass. And I said what I said. You can twist around all you want to. But anyway, I won't be able to go live after the game because I'll be at work. But I will go live the following morning. And I will be live before the talking heads come on. So, Eagles, Cowboys, next week is on. This is the game we've been looking forward to, or it's going to be hyped up to be the game we're looking forward to, but everybody's going to be watching next week. So until then, y'all have a good day. Peace.